Hi, my name's Tom Shue, and today we're going to talk about Perfect Effects Photo Suite 7. They've done an update, and they've added something called the Quick View Browser that changes the way you work with this software. And it does it in a really cool kind of way. Let's check it out. If you're not familiar with Perfect Photo Suite 7, it's an alternative to, say, Adobe Suite or Photoshop. If you're not comfortable with Photoshop, you can see some of my past tutorials where we work with the masking or the portrait. However, there are some effects in a black and white module that work with this new feature. In the past, you just browse for your folder that your images are in, file, browse, and open up your file structure. And once you select your folders, it'll give them to you here. We happen to be in this folder called Flickr Images for my blog. And say, if we're in this layers, it would work as, say, like a compositing program as well as, say, like a Photoshop. So here we have this single image, and if we wanted to, say, add a composite background, maybe with clouds or maybe a darker version of this one, if we double-click this one again, it'll open it up and it'll say, do we want to add it as a new layer or add it as a new image? So if you add it as a new layer, now you see we have two layers here. And you can change the blending mode. This is just like Photoshop. You could change the blending mode to whatever you want. So soft light, for example, and we could bring the opacity down. And we could composite an image. However, this wasn't the functionality that I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you is how you work with your files. If you come down here and you click this little icon, this is the Quick View Browser. It will pull up all of the photos in that particular folder as a big thumbnail view. And you can change the size of the thumbnails by this slider here, okay? So let's go ahead and go back here. There's a back button right above. You can't see on the interface because it's above the record screen, but there's a back button. You move that back. And say if we were working with this image as a single image and we go into our effects, it's going to load up that module, and you'll notice that that quick browser icon is to the right of each one of these different modules. Now if you click on it, it's going to offer you all the effects in that new browser window. So you can go through and see the different type of effects that are available to apply to your images. It's kind of cool. Now it's a little overwhelming when you're in the all mode. So let's click back, and maybe we chose graduated filters, and it could, apply some of those. Also, it works inside the black and white. So there's three modules that this quick view browser works in. If we click on, say, black and white, it will do the same thing. If we come down here, we'll select all of them, and it shows you the different types of black and white effects, or you can go into the specific folders and choose the one you're looking for. If you want to view them as large thumbnails, you can bring these in and enlarge your thumbnails to get a good look at what's going to happen to your file folder. So say if we clicked on this one here with a brush border, it'll apply it to the image, and we go back to layers, you can see that's handed off back to the file in our layers. So it works a lot like Photoshop, but with the new feature, the Quick View Browser, it changes the game when you're working inside Perfect Photo Suite 7. So that's it. I want to thank you all for taking time to visit today, and until next time, we'll see you soon.